Today we're playing some Boros Lotus Field, a deck that I've had a lot of fun playing on stream in the past, and a deck that I think is a very good fit for this card. We talked about this a little bit on stream, but Karn Sylex, 3-mana artifact, enters tapped. Players can't pay life to activate spells or abilities that aren't mana abilities, so stop special lands and a few other random things. And then you could also Pernicious Deed, all non-land permanents, planeswalkers included, with it. And what's cool about Karn Sylex in this deck is this is a deck with a very high mana curve and a deck that doesn't want to play fetch lands. Or I should say it has a high mana curve in the sense that the permanents all cost 5 mana, although the reality is that Fury and Solitude typically come down for a little bit cheaper. This is usually what the mana curve kind of looks like, and so the card just kind of makes a perfect sense in a deck that again, not playing fetch lands because you're meeting the Lotus Field Bloodsun Lotus Field restriction. You need to be playing no fetch lands for Bloodsun to work to power up your Lotus Field, and with this high mana curve to not get any of the cheaper stuff blown up too. So pretty exciting spot for the card. I think I'm gonna be pretty impressed by. Well, I played like a little bit of the deck last night, but I didn't draw Karn Sylex very often. But I was still like, I still believe in this archetype. We've played it a bunch on the stream, and I generally have liked it a lot. Golos is a card that is always like super impressive in the archetype too, and gives you a density of ephemerate targets, which is really important. Late game powerful win condition. Also, when you ephemerate your Golos, that usually gives you just enough mana to hardcast your Emrakul in late game too. Let's go to 6 here. Okay, I like this one. I'm gonna put back Solitude. This list seems to be mostly a fair deck with a backdoor Reanimator plan. Kind of similar to how Jeskai Breach is like largely a fair deck with a backdoor 2-card combo. I would say that if you're looking to play like a fair creature strategy with a backdoor graveyard combo, Breach is like is going to be a better version of this deck too. And I don't think the list is built poorly. I don't think the founding is bad here. I think in this exact build, I'd rather play Iteration. I think a lot of your card choices make a lot of sense. I usually like to play more Unmarked Graves, but I think I agree when you're playing a lot more fair cards, it makes sense to play less copies of Unmarked Grave. Another big issue is that because you're stuck in Grixis colors, you do not have any answers to Rest in Peace besides counter magic and discard spells, and I guess like one copy of Engineered Explosives. Or Sanctifier in Vec is also going to be a big issue for you. So like one fetchable white land. Ooh, love to have Fury up against Yawgmoth. One fetchable white land and Prismatic Ending in the sideboard could be something to look at to help mitigate that. Okay, let's cast the Wall of Omens. I would really like to keep a Bloodsun in hand. Or if I draw a land this turn, we'll just play the non-Lotus Field land and then Bloodsun Lotus Field. Okay, yeah, we'll do that next turn. And am I going to Fury to kill Wall of Roots? I don't think so, because if my opponent casts Yawgmoth this next turn, they're not very likely to combo off. I'd rather just kill the Yawgmoth, and then I can go Bloodsun Lotus Field, lots of mana, Golos Lotus Field if I want to, Golos Cataracts if I want to. I don't love the Emissary also when you're only on 2 Unmarked Grave. I think that could be a better used sideboard slot. I think you have too much graveyard hate in your sideboard. Against a lot of the opposing graveyard decks, you're going to be wanting to just against Living In, just like getting an Archon in the graveyard is going to be a big part of your plan. Okay, Fury. Plus Fury. Yeah, sorry, I brought the standing desk down. Lucy's not in frame. Third Bloodsun. See if my opponent knows to crack their fetch in response. Sometimes they forget. Opponent will probably know. I will also say that because you're so soft to Rest in Peace, I would definitely recommend playing like the full 3 Spell Pierce over any copies of Flusterstorm. Just some loose thoughts. Good luck to you also. I will say that a lot of times with like decks like this that have so much nuance and have so, like, you know, a lot of different disagreements on how to build them. I feel like going with your gut is like super underrated, and I think it's a really important part of brewing is like listening to what other people have to say, trying to like understand their position, and disagreeing when you disagree, and like, you know, going with your gut when you disagree, if that makes sense. Wow, another Lotus Field. I think I'm just gonna Fury the Grist. I was interested in the aspect of just more value persists. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I liked Founding. Like, Founding was like pretty good when I was like completely built around it earlier, like a week or two ago. However, I really will say, like, if you want to play a Reanimator deck, I've played so many variants. The Aether Mage's Touch Witch's Cottage one, like, far and away has felt so much stronger than any variants like this one, and I've played variants like the one you submitted like several times too. But that version has definitely felt the best. Okay, so because we have triple Lotus Field, actually, we are going to be able to Golos without Cascading Cataracts, so we can just get our 4th Lotus Field. That's even going to let us maybe hardcast Emrakul this game. Another Wall of Roots, and the ability to Chord for Yawgmoth. I missed that one too. A lot of deck text today. Another Izzet player. Oh no, another Grixis player. Okay. We'll take a look. Okay, let's start off with a Cleansing Wildfire. On them, not me, obviously. We're dead to a Yawgmoth if we don't find any piece of interaction here. This is definitely a matchup that gets a lot better post-board. And maybe they don't have Yawgmoth, but... I mean, this matchup's not even bad game one. You're a Fury, Solitude, Ephemerate deck. It's hard to feel too bad. In sideboard, you also get Rest in Peace. And Temporary Lockdown now. Runa's Vortex is a very interesting card. A card that might be Pioneer playable. I feel like 3 copies is probably 1 more copy than I'd be starting with. I also see people, when they're playing so many copies of Claim Fame... Oh, okay. Also, okay. There's something very, very wrong with this picture here. What format is this? This is Pioneer. You were playing a blue deck with Consider, Opt, Ledger Shredder. What card are we missing from this deck? You have 0 copies of Treasure Cruise? Are you crazy? 0 copies of Treasure Cruise? Like... oh boy, you should be, I think, playing 4 of those, 4 Treasure Cruise. Do they not have a Yawgmoth? I think they don't. You should be playing like 2 or 3 copies of Claim Fame, not 4. Like 2 copies of Rona's Vortex. That's 3 Treasure Cruises right there. You got the Royal Scions for the 4th one. Boom. Boom. You get to keep what you get. You could be main decking these Thought Seizes too. That could be potentially good. I think it's also fine not to. Okay, they don't have Yawgmoth. I'm kind of surprised, but I'm happy that they don't, obviously. So black. So we can spin Golos, I believe, twice with if you have at least 3 Lotus Fields, right? It's been a little while since I've done this. Looks like we'll be able to. Just hitting an Ephemerate here is not very good. Hopefully the next spin is good. Okay, Fury plus Ephemerate is a bit more exciting. So let's go Fury. I think I'm going to go 2 damage on Messenger, 2 damage on Young Wolf. Then Ephemerate the Fury to do 3 damage on Messenger, 1 damage on Blood Artist. I think Cyber genuinely looks pretty good. I think I would recommend playing like more Aether Gust though for the mono green matchup. Feels like you have a. I don't think you need these Alpine Moons unless Alpine Moon on Nykthos is just like better than I think it is. I think it's like so the mono green decks have become like way more in on Nykthos over the like months. If you've tested it and like this is like your tech and it's like way better than everybody thinks good for you. That's kind of my impression though. I would not be playing this many manlands in a Grixis deck. That's definitely like one of the payoffs to, or one of the downsides to Grixis is you just can't afford to play this many manlands. I think you can play like one copy of Den of the Bugbear, and that's probably about it. And play like the 4th Steam Vents, the 4th Blood Crypt. When I hit Blood Artist with the first trigger. If I hit the Blood Artist with the first trigger, oh, I guess I could go. Yeah, I could go. No, there's no way. I don't get to kill the Young Wolf if I do, right? Because I can go. Because the Young Wolf has Undying, so I go. I guess I could do 2 damage on Messenger, 1 on Blood Artist, 1 on Young Wolf, and then rebound 1 on Young Wolf, 3 on Messenger. Yeah, I should have done that. So I'm losing Golos. They have no cards in their hands. I could hardcast Emrakul if I draw it, which is always a fun place to be. A lot of good draws in the deck with like all the Valakut Awakenings, Nahiris to start looting these cards away. Can trade Fury for Endurance this turn. Which would make a top deck Ephemerate worse. Ooh. Yeah, so I'll just play the Sylex, and I'm not going to attack with Fury since I don't want to lose my Fury. I'm just going to kill their board. And I think killing my Bloodsuns is obviously fine when I have all 4 Lotus Fields in play. Their draw for turn is Nurturing Peatland. Oh, dude, Karn Sylex stops Yawgmoth's ability? I totally forgot. Dude, that's nuts. I guess I'm just, like, never cracking it, actually. I guess we're just never sacrificing it. Golos is a very pretty draw here. Fight, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Dude, imagine registering Yawgmoth and it's your first match of the day. You have the day off work. And freaking Aspiring Spite comes in. Main deck Karn Sylex for the first time ever. What a jerk, huh? Wait, where's my green mana? and he can't even... Oh, there's a Yavimaya in play. Calculated. There's a... Can't even activate his Golos. Oh yeah, with Leyline Binding too. Yeah, finally, there's some good hate against Yogg, right? Not that there wasn't any before, I guess. Alright. I guess I'll cast this. Okay, your turn. It may be better to spin to hardcast the Emrakul or whatever, but I can't imagine that this is like not game winning. It has 7 permanents. Yeah, we just get to hardcast it next turn, right? Okay, we're gonna bring in the Rest in Pieces, Temporary Lockdowns. Definitely seems like we have a phenomenally good Yawgmoth matchup. Then we can trim the 4th copy of Wall of Omens. Everything is really good here. What if we actually just cut the Nahiris? Leave in Emrakul to cast off Golos, which is maybe unnecessary, but I think you're usually like light on win conditions if you cut the Emrakul. Obviously, you can just hardcast it too. Yeah, we finally found a lockdown deck. It's a pretty unique list, and excited to get to play with these cards. I am gonna go get a drink real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry. So I don't know why I clicked the mic. I was going to say I was pretty likely to play Wall of Omens on turn 2 so I could sacrifice my Flagstones to Lotus Field and still get the death trigger. Which is now not really a thing since they just thought Thoughtseize the rest in peace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't quite chord for Yawgmoth. I can hardcast my 5-drops next turn, so I'm just gonna kill 2 Birds of Paradises like a villain. Set up for hardcast Incarnation into Incarnation. Brought Back used to be in the stack. Brought Back has been in different builds of the stack throughout the variants. You know, I never play Brought Back, I think, or I haven't in a very long time, if ever, in the Blood Sun Lotus Field versions, since, like, I think you need to be playing, like, a ton of fetch lands for Brought Back to be good. Like, Brought Back's best use is, like, on turn 2, you sack 2 fetch lands, bring back 2 fetch lands. That's like the most powerful thing to be doing with that card, I think. Lucy, what's wrong? Come here. Lucy, what's wrong? Did I go downstairs for 2 seconds? Come on. We still love Lucy. Come here. Yeah. Lucy, last night I was hearing some strange sounds outside when the dogs were in the backyard, and Lucy was eating the trim on the house, and she chewed a big chunk of wood, the wood off of the house, which is very cute. Very cute. Helping with termites, yeah. I mean, we had like a little bit of a small. Oh no, opponent. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I just can't show this on Twitch. This is the new meta with Fury, is to just kill 3 creatures with your turn 4 hardcast Fury off stream. I don't know. I feel dirty showing this. They always concede too. I can't show this. I can't. Dude, Yawgmoth has got to be the best matchup. Yeah, Lucy, come back. This is a bit more wholesome. Come on. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. I would never deal 4 damage to you with Fury, Lucy. Ooh, they're courting for 2 in response. The last card was a second Court of Calling. For another Strangleroot, guys. Can I get Soul of Grace into 4-color Yorion? Yeah, it's really not that hard. I haven't sat down to build it, but like, you're not going to be playing that many copies of it. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that on stream, because I do hate to play 4-color Yorion on stream. But maybe if I have a modern tournament or something. Don't mind attacking here. They're just chumping with the Rest in Peace in play? Weird. About to draw to LGS to let the store know I've given up my life being a 1K Andy. Been chosen to do a filthy casual. They'll be devastated. They'll never again to witness my greatness. Like the first time I ephemerated my own Solitude to kill an opposing ephemerated Solitude. True beauty. That I'll never bless the world with again. A true loss. What is this? What am I reading right now? Have I been the villain this whole time? Have I just been the villain this whole time? It's Marvel, then. What the? This was the first one I clicked on. Now they can't DMCA me. Was I the problem the whole time? Wow. Here's how my opponent can still win. Yeah, they're Striker guys. Okay, I declare Yawgmoth to 100% be our best matchup. Dude, they took a draw step. Oh, man. That's awesome. I can keep this on the play. Turn 3 Bloodsun or Sylex. Plus Fury. Planning on playing Goblins anytime soon? Probably. I don't know, like there's like a lot of like I feel like more serious decks to work on, like Goblins and Jund and Band, Blue White, and I keep wanting to do stuff like this instead.
Where's Athena? But she was here too. She was here.
It's like a good Sylex matchup. Any chance Modern Elves would happen today? Maybe. So like my plan is to play like 1 or 2 leagues of this, 1 or 2 leagues of Bant, and then if somehow like those leagues go really quickly, I'm open to doing something like Elves or Goblins. Yeah, Esther also works from home. She's just like in the bedroom or office next door. Hope we draw a red card. It'd be pretty nice. Ooh. Actually, pretty weird spot because I really feel like I need to play this Bloodsun. No, it's just too bad to let them draw 2. I should Fury, take the 3 for 2, play the Sylex, pass. Didn't I just prove why working on Goblins is useless? Dude, people always say, tribal decks, Fury. Goblins is the only tribal deck that's like resilient to all the like Fury and stuff in the format. Goblins grind so hard, has so much card advantage that it's like actually the only tribal deck that I think is like viable, and it's because of its ability to fight through this kind of stuff. People will be sleeping on Goblins. Okay, let's play the Flagstones before the Lotus Field. I guess I can play Lotus Field this turn, and then I could just tutor a Lotus Field off Golos, maybe. And then sack the Flagstones to that. Although I lose the Cascading Cataracts, but losing Cataracts is fine if I get another Lotus Field, which you can do with the Ephemerate. Imagine elves with a Goblin Ringleader effect. Imagine elves with a Goblin Ringleader effect. They would never print a Goblin Ringleader for elves. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Sylvan Messenger. Who in chat said this? Enters the battlefield, reveal top 4 cards of your library, put all elf cards revealed this way into your hand, the bottom rest in any order. Surely it's not legal in Modern. What? Surely it's not legal in Pioneer. A what? You're crazy. Oh yeah, maybe this is. I think this is the spot for Crumbling Vestige. I think we're very unlikely to die next turn. Famous last words, I guess. I mean, Sigarda's Aid. We have to have Sigarda's Aid, Land Hammer. I think I'm not going to play around it. So we get Lotus Field with this version, this one, and probably a Flagstones with the next one. Oh yeah, you can pop for 0, but it doesn't kill the Inkmoth Nexus, right? Yeah, non-land permanent. Sure they don't have double hammer. If they do have double hammer, we just chump block. Right? Oh, it is only as a sorcery. I didn't know that. Okay, okay, then there's nothing to hold up. But we could just take 10. And if we draw an untapped land, we can spin Golos and... Oh, no, so this ender's tapped. This ender's tapped. Another Ephemerate, wow. Okay, so I think we basically are forced to... pop this. Yeah, I couldn't spin Golos and activate the Sylex. I was like 1 or 2 mana short there. So I think it's just better to do this. How do you feel about goblins, but Coco instead of Vial? I really dislike it. Goblins does not need more card advantage. Goblins, the whole deck is just mono card advantage already, so you need the mana generation of Aether Vial. Thoughts on temporary lockdown as my Bant Coco anti-hate? I'm not sure. It does hit, you know, a reasonable number of your own cards. Like, it's kind of awkward to play lockdown in your Noble Hierarch deck. Seems like a card to consider for sure. I think I'm getting Garrison. Ooh. So white, red, black, green, blue. Cast Nahiri. Okay, I'm gonna cast the Awakening, not put anything back, because I think I mostly just want a white card for Solitude in this spot. Yeah, play. I guess it doesn't probably matter. I'll hold the land for Nahiri, I guess. What happens when you marry Scam and Goblins? I think you probably dilute your deck a bit too much, right? Maybe not. I think I'm just taking 5. Could use Sylex and Spun last turn if I got Garrison. I think it's probably a little bit of a delayed comment. Maybe. I should be able to double spin this turn. Let's look at their blue mana. Another Nahiri. Oh, Bloodsun's nice to turn off these Nexuses. That's a problem. I think I'm a Solitude in response. If I can find a red card in my next 3 cards, I can make it to where they have just no threats available for next turn. Because the Bloodsun turns off the Ink Moths. And I just need a red card to pitch to the Fury. Or I guess Solitude plus white card will work also. Oh, also this Lotus Field's untapped. And that's also a red card. I'll just go ahead and get them, you know. No threats in play. No Stoneforge Mystic. Gingerbread is the one threat, I guess. Magician, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate you. You can't minus on Cauldron. Cauldron only exiles tapped artifacts or enchantments. Sorry, tapped artifacts or creatures exiles any enchantment. The Cauldron itself is not tapped. It's the creature that's tapped. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my Wear Tears, my Lockdowns, my Chalices probably. How Sylex felt. I feel like it's a good fit in this deck. Likely going to be like somewhat of like a metagame kind of card though. I think this is another matchup where I think maybe cutting the Nahiris is a wise move. I also want these Chalices. Maybe I don't want the Chalices. They turned off my Ephemerate, and they're kind of awkward with Temporary Lockdown and Sylex. Feels so weird. We're also on the draw. I'll probably have to play them on the play. I feel like they are kind of awkward on the draw. Tap target non-creature permanent. Kind of awkward with Blood Sun, huh? Kind of cute, though. Is Charmaw good? Charmaw's okay. I think that it's, you know, this is definitely a matchup where we have, like, an embarrassing amount of, like, incredibly powerful cards. And I'm, I don't think that we need to play the Charmaws. Cut Emrakul, no Nahiri. No, Emrakul is actually, like, it's not just with Nahiri this game, in this deck. You can hardcast it, spin into with Golos, and I do actually think that, like, you maybe are too light on win conditions without it. Although this is maybe an exception of a matchup. Wait, consider playing Quicksand for content. I almost never choose to make deck building decisions that are for content. There's exceptions. Sometimes I am, you know, I guess in a mood just to get a little bit goofy, but very rarely. I think I'll discard the Awakening. Yeah, sometimes I am just in the mood to have fun, but usually I hate fun. If I lock down this turn, I'm a little bit scared of the Saga token. Bit scared of Spell Pierce too. We could play around Spell Pierce here by playing Karn Sylex as bait for Spell Pierce, and then next turn we could go Blood Sun into Temporary Lockdown. No, I can't Sun then Lockdown this turn, because I needed to play a land to have 3 mana. I think that this line makes a lot of sense. I think this line plays around Spell Pierce really well. And maybe they don't have Spell Pierce, but... and maybe they draw it next turn. Can I try to fit Battle of Wits to this deck? Seems like a tough fit. Why does the deck play Garrison? I didn't notice any ETB lands. It combos with Valakut Awakening, so you can pick up your own Valakut Awakening and cast it, which is good when you don't have Blood Sun in play or flooding out. Also, Boros Garrison just enters untapped and taps for 2 mana when you have Blood Sun in play. So it's kind of like, it can act like your 5th Lotus Field sometimes. Yeah, they might not Spell Pierce it because, like, they could just be in on the Cauldra for sure. Hopefully they're just making a token here, passing. Oh, they didn't make a token. First time casting Temporary Lockdown. Obviously, yeah, good card against Hammer. They can't even sack their clearing. Oh, okay, they did nothing. Could probably beat nothing. Lavinia's pretty good against Lotus Field, but not good against our exact hand. Did I record that Battle of Wits League? When I did the Battle of Wits League, it was like... it was a donation deck, right? It might be on YouTube. I don't know. I can't remember if that was before I was doing YouTube or not. Opponent's just totally given up. I mean, what can you do, right? All right, Yawgmoth and Hammer definitely feel like 2 like just phenomenal matchups, right? No prediction. Burn seems a bit rough. Maybe. I mean, you have Chalices on the board. You're a Solitude deck. Could be bad, though. Yeah, I think decks like Storm can be pretty bad. Blanket on here. Oh, Canister's playing token deck. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should hold up Solitude Ephemerate here. I think I can just play this tapped. So I'd kind of rather Solitude Ephemerate on my turn. Ooh, turn 2 Grist, huh? Okay, let's plan on Solitude Ephemerating this turn then. Oh, that pro 5 months. Thank you. Tails is one of my favorite cards. Been pretty high in it some time. I think as Marauder is dressed down strictly better. I mean, it's obviously not strictly better. I think Tailsin is really good against 4 color. It's a card I really like in that matchup. Sacks for a food, so you can tap Gilded Goose. Pluses, Respawn, Solitude. Ephemerate. I think it's better to attack the Grist than it is to Ephemerate here. So that way if Grist minuses next turn, loses the Grist. Next I'll the Saga with Nahiri, maybe. Ooh, brutal. Great turn, Saga into Coco. Into Lotus Manufactor. Well, another Karn Sylex temporary lockdown kind of matchup, huh? Although feeling kind of dead here. Oh, I should have attacked first, although. Yeah, I'm happy to trade Solitude for either Grist or one of the creatures here, or get chump blocked. Playing Just Sky, Field, RCQ, any updates I would make? I think, like, at the moment, I would be very likely to... Wait, did I attack Canister and not that Grist? Oh my gosh. Obviously meant to attack the Grist. I think I would be like very likely to be playing like Ephemerate over Chalice, Ephemerate over Chalice, Wall of Omens over Prismatic Ending, like 3 ending for Ephemerate. It's probably how I would be building the deck at the moment. Maybe play Karn Sylex too over like the Marches, and then having the Chalices in the sideboard, which is maybe like, you know, this could even be like a better version of the deck too. With that plan. You lose Kihira though with the wall. I should probably concede. Yeah, I think that might be fine, pro. Although, you know, the 2-mana counter magic is like a bit awkward. I guess I have Karn Sylex in the deck. Yeah, Sylex is definitely an out here. Okay, I didn't draw it. Let's go to game 2. No, I don't think Fury can quite fix this one. Okay, so we're gonna bring in the Wear Tears, the Lockdowns. Walls do seem pretty bad here. You'll probably get the 4th Nahiri. Headphones falling out. Don't think I want Rest in Peace. Oh, it was a joke. I see. I think I might cut just like the 4th Golos, click submit. 4th Ephemerate could be fine to cut also. I guess I'll cut 4th Ephemerate because I trimmed the walls. I don't think you need the 2nd Emrakul in this matchup. What would this look like? Maybe we'll do a league of this too. It's like just 2 Sylex. I wonder if you can play Golos in this version too. Hold on. Where's Wall of Omens? Wall of O. Oh, wrong format. Probably not going to mulligan this. Don't love it though. Golos is probably too many 5-drops. Yeah, definitely too many 5-drops. We played some Jund yesterday. I don't think we're going to play any today. It's interesting. I have like 1 flex spot. I could play 1 Golos, I guess. That gets me up to 12 creatures for Ephemerate, which I guess is kind of low. I usually like to get like 13 bare minimum. I could Fury this turn. I think I'm just going to go main phase Awakening. I'm going to dump one of my 2 Furies, my Solitude in both lands, just to get a pretty fresh hand and see if I can develop a bit of a better game plan. So Wear Tear can, yeah, let's, with the Ephemerate in my hand, I think I'm going to let them untap, and then I have the Wear Tear for the Saga now. We just put the 4th Wall of Omens in this list. Maybe 12 creatures for Ephemerate is fine. And the Just Guy 1. Keep working on this. So let's start off by going, I guess, Fuse Wear Tear on Food Saga. No, do Treasure Saga. Grist Lotus. Gain a life. We just simply go Fury. Wipe your board. And then with the Ephemerate on the rebound, I think Canister is pretty unlikely to deploy another creature here. Bloodsun, phenomenal draw. Can't correct the fetch. Concedes. I think I like my sideboard plan. I think I'm gonna cut the 3rd Nahiri for the 4th Ephemerate on the draw though. Canister kept 7. Take up the mulligan the 1-lander. 2-lander with the ability to wildfire our own flagstones. Let's keep this put back Golos. I think it's like generally has a solid 4-color matchup where you go over the top with the Emrakul. Bloodsun's really good against them. Don't mind the matchup for sure. It's been a while since I've played it though. Why is Crumbling Vestige good? You can get it off Golos and then Ephemerate immediately. It doesn't come up often, but like the Vestige just doesn't have like very much of a downside, besides being a colorless land after you play it, and in a deck that can sacrifice it to Lotus Field sometimes too. No, don't Thoughtseize my Awakening. No! Oh no. Fuck. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess if I just draw any red source in the top 2, this is fine, but how have 6 fetch and prison pieces been? I mean, I'm viewing Sylex more as like a sweeper that is also like good against fetch lands and Yawgmoth, you know what I mean? I'm not viewing it so much as a we're just locking all the fetches forever. Okay, that can get us a red source. So the Blood Sun can answer the Saga next turn, so I'm not going to need to Wildfire the Saga here or anything. So ridiculous is that. Hopefully, you know, second thoughts. This is obviously kind of bad, but Lockdown also answers the Saga tokens. I like Prosperous Innkeeper a lot in this deck. I feel like I've been seeing Innkeeper pop up more and more. I feel like it makes a lot of sense in like the Lotus token archetype. Fetches a Breeding Pool. So I think I'm playing Valakut Awakening if this Blood Sun gets countered. Didn't get countered. I might be playing it anyways. My hand's really good, and if they kill the Blood Sun, then I want to have 5 untapped mana next turn. Okay. 3 very good matchups in a row, it seems. How'd the combo? We have the scam, huh? I'm gonna mulligan, I think. Such a mana-hungry deck. Let's keep this. Let's put back the Sacred Foundry, maybe the basic planes. Yeah, I can just wait Foundry tap turn 1. Misty Triome. It's likely Rhinos. Oh, escape shift. Blood Sun, definitely a good Blood Sun matchup. Let's go ahead and Wildfire the Triome. So I turn them off of Iteration next turn. I guess they maybe have Island, I can't remember. Yeah, looks like they have Island. Thrilling, 12 months, thank you. Honestly, like, besides Blood Sun, this matchup does seem kind of tricky. I guess Sylex is probably solid. They play so many fetches. Come on, Blood Sun. Nope. I might just play the Lotus Field so I don't have a tap land, and when I have 4, I want to curve 4 into 5 here. Blood Sun's gonna be good if I draw it anyways. Sylex turns off Escape Shift. Sylex turns off paying life, not sacrificing, right? Finds a Valakut. Plays a Dryad. Have they played a land yet? They have not. So I should, I guess, Solitude to deny any further Dryad triggers. Definitely going to be, you know, this whole game has just been, do we draw Blood Sun in time? And so far the answer's been no. We've been on another look here. Ridden 6, of course, is super powerful. It's kind of interesting. Nahiri could exile Dryad because of its enchantment. Yeah, maybe that line's a bit better. Maybe that line's a bit better. Stubborn Jeskai player since 2015, trying your bullet list for the first time. Yeah, I think that list is really good. I actually think I would have maybe played it at my last Modern RCQ if I had gotten my Leyline bindings in time. And of course, like, I didn't really ask anybody because I assumed nobody would be able to get them in time, but I showed up and I had like 2 different friends who were like, oh, I have a playset. I don't know how they had a playset in time. One of them said they just opened a bunch of boxes, but okay, I mean, I think this Golos is so likely to be remanded that I think I'm just gonna try to dig for Blood Sun here. I think they're not going to remand this that often. Do find the Blood Sun. We're going to need an untapped land to play it twice next turn. And of course, this Ren Emblem is maybe just going to get me, huh? Is the Nahiri package that great in the deck? Nahiri is a card that is definitely like a lot less powerful than she used to be. However, without the Nahiri package, I think like you're light on win conditions, or at the very least, At the very least, like, the Emrakul is a super important part of the deck. And you can just hardcast Emrakul in this deck if you Ephemerate Golos. You can just activate Golos to spin into Emrakul. That's obviously a big part of the deck as well. Can you just play one Emrakul without Nahiri? Maybe. Maybe. That's kind of interesting. Okay, he's dead. Okay, got a mulligan somewhat aggressively for Blood Sun, I think. I will keep in the Sylexes, though. I'll bring in the Emrakul, Promise End. I can maybe, like, gain control of their turn, scape shift all their lands away. I'm going to cut, I think, all the Furies. I think I'm going to be going down on Ephemerates. At least one. Weird Tear hits Dryad. Rest in Peace is good against Ren. Tony Calzone, thank you for the 21 months. Charmaw's probably okay. Kind of bad against Remand. Good with Ephemerate. Yeah, 5 mana Stone Rain. But it's a Stone Rain you can Ephemerate, which is pretty nice. This is probably fine. Fury also kills Ren. I think I'd probably play like the third Rest in Peace before the first Fury. Is Lockdown good? I think Lockdown. I think I would rather play Rest in Peace as an answer to Ren than Lockdown. Is Nahiri good? Nahiri's not great. Who's gonna do this? Mulligan, no Blood Sun. Gonna mulligan, Unkeepable Hand. Gonna mulligan, Unkeepable Hand. Gonna reluctantly keep. They want to put back the basics because I have double Wildfire. If I draw Flagstones, I'm going with the basics to still be in the deck. Okay, found it. I'm gonna cantrip this. Opponent seems to have F6 through their turn. We have found the Blood Sun. Paid actor comments, and they didn't fetch any response. Oh, they just kept a one-lander? Cycle this, I guess. Remember when we mulled to 4? Remember when we mulled to 4? Okay, I'm going to resubmit. Okay, we have turn 2 Wildfire Flagstones. We have 2 Blood Suns, and the matchup where Blood Sun's like the only important card. Opponent's only mull to 6. What a skillful game, yeah. I mean, although to like, you know, to be fair, it's like, you know, opponent just messed up super bad. Yeah, so I think this turn we Wildfire our own Flagstones, and the next turn we can go Blood Sun, Boros Garrison, Rest in Peace. Jackie, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate you. Kind of looks like they have Remand up here. Kind of looks like they have Remand. So maybe I should try to play two mana spells this turn. Go Wildfire on Flagstones. Into Rest in Peace. Oh, no, I didn't float mana. Fuck. Skill game, huh? I meant to float mana. It's fine. Hopefully it's fine. We have Charmaw double Ephemerate, which is pretty exciting. I think that I like to play the Rest in Peace a little bit more here than playing Second Blood Sun. Second Blood Sun could be good though. We're not super likely to die to like Disenchant plus Scape Shift, all the famous last words, I guess. So they can Emblem Force of Vigor, which is not ideal. So I think I can't play the Golos, because if they Emblem Force of Vigor, they get both of them. One remand, and I can't play a 5-drop after this. What makes remand playable these archetypes as opposed to other counters? Well, they can't really play double blue very well, and remand's always been better in the combo decks. Just give you a velocity of cards to keep your comboing. I think I'm just going to cast Wildfire again. This could let me potentially cycle into my other Rest in Peace. And if the ultimate Wrenn and 6 to Force of Vigor, they only get the Blood Sun and they lose the Wrenn and 6, but it's obviously still pretty good against me. But if that's their line, ultimate Wrenn and 6, get rid of Blood Sun. Oh, did they not get a? They did not get a basic? Besage you. Okay. The game log doesn't tell me if they got a basic. Does anybody know if they got a basic? They exile Wrenn and 6, so they're gonna ultimate then Wrenn and 6. Also, this only destroys non-basic lands. So I have. So I guess I just go. I have to fight through it, which is going to be unlikely, but we'll try. I can go Charmaw into. Then remand Charmaw, and then I get to go Charmaw, Ephemerate, kill 2 lands. Okay, I wasn't really expecting this, but it's actually kind of fine. Here I'm going to go cast Valakut Awakening. I think I'm getting rid of Golos, Solitude, and then keep the other Valakut Awakening. I'm looking for my other Rest in Peace. Karn Sylex stops the fetches, but I do just have to instep here. Ephemerate. Very interesting game. How much mana do I have? I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm 4 mana away from hardcast Emrakul. Yeah, very cool game. King Zeke, thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate you. Return Scalding Tarn. Very surprised to see Scalding Tarn return instead of a Shockland here. I feel like it's almost definitely a mistake, actually. I've always had a standing desk. Yeah. When I was born, the doctor gave me 2 things. A slap on the ass and a standing desk. And it's always just been a part of me. I've never known life without it. Oh, they did this because of the Ephemerate rebound, I see. Now they're holding up double remand. So I need to Sylex. Which way they go? And then I'll just well, maybe I should play Nahiri. Because if they remand this, then they can't Force of Vigor my Karn Sylex. Cool game. And then I will just cast Awakening on their instep. I don't want to give them like the extra remand here. Isn't force double green? Oh, good point. Okay, can they retrace? Okay, just has another. Oh, did they return this Besage? Yeah, they returned it. Okay, let's Valakut Awakening. I'm gonna, I think, dump my entire hand. Kind of hoping to find another Ephemerate. Did not find another Ephemerate. Omega Phoenix, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate you. Dryad, definitely a scary card. Emrakul, I don't think I have enough mana. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I'm one short. I can go Golos plus spin though, which could maybe find Emrakul, but I think they're just gonna be holding up remand, right? So I can't go Golos spin, so I think I just have to Awakening a new hand. Oh yeah, I promised in the deck. That's right. Might be able to cast that one. Okay, let me attack them first. And I go cast Nahiri. They remand. I replay Nahiri. Exile the Dryad. Or they almost said a remands. They as long as they have lands in hand, they have remands. This is a long time to fight through a red and 6 emblem, though. Fuck. No, you can exile Dryad. Dryad is an enchantment. Dryad, Nahiri can exile untapped enchantments. That's a weird card. Exile, escape shifts. I'll make them click through it. I have with the Dryad in play. I can't imagine we're not dead though. Fun match though, really fun match. Let's get a 4-1 prediction going. Or as soon as they, you know, show me the goods. Them's the goods. No, Dryad makes everything mountains. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. Prediction live. Yeah, sadly the talking gun's not there. Yeah, it's on Netflix. I really liked it. No dong selection like in the game, but there is nudity in the show. I guess I don't know if that's a warning. I thought it was great. Esther cried at the. She was like bawling. Yeah, it's called Cyberpunk Edge Runners. It's based on the world from the Cyberpunk 2077 game, which is a game I really liked. I think we're gonna cast a wall here. Shocking and Breeding Pool is probably living ends. But I do think I want to be able to like draw a Flagstones and Wildfire it. Cyborg, this matchup I think is kind of tough game one. It gets a lot better in Cyborg games once you get access to 3 Rest in Peace 4 Chalice. Nahiri discarding Golos is also kind of a fun line you can take. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. As soon as I say there's nudity, everyone's like, maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I'll give it a go. I don't know. Yeah, it was made by, I heard that Trigger Studios. I don't think I've seen anything else they've done. Maybe I have, but they were really good. Okay, I'm going to Solitude the Grief here. And I guess I'm going to pitch Nahiri so that they have to take a creature. So if they're living in, they're giving me another creature. Sass, 12 months, thank you. Been playing any EDH lately? Not yet. So I've been acquiring cards for my Magna deck still. Although I've taken a little bit of a break. But I have a Mana Crypt on the way. I've traded it. I traded for a Mana Crypt. I have Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Soul Ring, and I've got like nice, or at least, maybe not a nice Mana Crypt, but nice Soul Ring, nice Mana Vault. And then I need to be putting a Ragavan, a Saga and a Fable of the Mirrorbreaker from my like modern decks in there too. But it's coming together. It's coming together. So I don't think this Golos is likely to survive for very long, so I'll just get a Flagstones that I can sack to this Lotus Field. Thoughts on proxies? Proxies are based and cool. Based and cool. I like to own the cards. I like to own the deck, but it's also like I'm not playing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not out here trying to find matches. So like I'm just kind of like enjoying like the collecting aspect right now and building everything. Let me play the Sokenzan as a land, I think. I know it's kind of weird, but I want to be able to keep up Hardcast Solitude, and next turn I can play the Lotus Field and keep up Hardcast Solitude. Yeah, I don't know if it's considered CEDH or regular EDH. But you know, my current plan is kind of to like just be able to like power up and power down it, and like I've got some like kind of like goofy combos like Urborg and the Bell. Plus this dragon that deals 3 damage to everything, and so like I can play that if that's the vibe, I think, and I can. I want to have like some goofy like low power level dragons that I can slot in for like the high power level dragons, depending on, you know, what kind of scene it is. And I also have my hyper casual sea monster EDH deck too that I can always bust out. But I just want to get like the first draft done. But I also have a foil. I have a foil bronze copper dragon, ancient bronze copper dragon from the new EDH set, the Baldur's Gate one. I have a foil. The dragon from Gatecrash. You win the game if you have 20 more artifacts. I love that card. This is just like the perfect fit. I have all my Burgundy cards downstairs. Maybe I'll go grab them while we're sideboarding. I got the foil one of that card like right on like set release weekend during DreamHack, which was like I think the perfect time for it. It's like from what I understand, spiked in price a little bit. Wish I could kill my own Golos here. Sorry, Golos, I didn't want you to have to hear that. Alright, so they have Riverwinder, Street Wraith, Curator, Architects, Colossal Turtle, Waker. I'm going to be exiling 3 of these immediately. Then Ephemerate just lets me exile the other 2. So yeah, I think I'll just Solitude. Ephemerate the Solitude. I need to pull out a Dwarven Mine for the deck too. I don't have that many doors for the deck. It's mostly just like treasure generators. Yeah, me and my friends, I guess it wasn't this last Commander set. It was whatever Commander set had Jeweled Lotus. Me and my friends did a draft of that set, and one of my friends kept secret the entire night that he had opened a Jeweled Lotus until the very last game. He had it as opening hand, and it wasn't that good. But everyone's like, "What? You opened one and didn't say anything?" I don't think I'm playing 7 doors. I think those are a bit too dopey. But maybe I'll have the 7 doors I can just slot in, right? If needed. Alright, Dust Settling, not in the worst shape. Let me go grab the Magna cards. Just take this, right? This is 612. No 11. Yeah. Okay, they played Otawara. Why did they play Otawara? What can they have for 6 mana here? Sky Turtle plus Violent Outburst? It's kind of the only thing that makes any sense. Let's cycle this. Could have... Yeah, they only have 1 card. I can sack the Sylex on 4 if I don't want to lose anything. Waker of Waves was the last card. I feel like you almost always cycle first there, right? Snap attacks me for 11 again. Fuck. Come on. Yeah, I know we lose the second outburst. I just don't feel like playing around it is correct. I think we're like in pretty good shape if we're just attacking there. We're winning the race. I believe we're winning the race at least. I think it's sideboard like this. A lot of sideboard cards. Feeling okay. Feeling okay. Alright, so this Ancient Copper Dragon was this was the most curled foil I've ever had. I've like had it sitting under books for a long time now, but it's still like a little curly. So I'm very proud of it. This is the card that made me want to get back into EDH. You can make D20 treasure tokens. D20 treasure tokens. You're kidding me. You're out of your mind. And I got I think I traded for this one. I traded for Double Masters, Dockside Extortionist. Pretty important card. I'll finally get to play with my Double Master Blood Moon. My original Double Master Blood Moon. I bought a playset of those when they came out, and I've never used them. Never registered them in any deck. Oh yeah, I need to fix the... Sorry, I'll fix the mic settings. Hold on. Ever since I added the other webcam, I've had to fix all the scenes. Okay, test. Mulligan this one. No hate in this hand either. No hate in this hand either. There we go. There's a Rest in Peace. Keep this. I think we just put back Solitude, Ephemerate. Just keep the mana. Mana, Rest in Peace. Oh no, I was on the play. Damn it. That's what I get for fucking... Damn it. Oh, sorry. I thought for sure I was on the draw. I was just still coping from the I was still coping from the top deck Violent Outburst. I mean, if they're one, I think this only like really matters if their one draw was like an answer to this Rest in Peace. What's the idea behind Sylex? It doesn't look great. We're kind of like trying it out. The idea is that it is a sweeper that is like really synergistic in this deck that's playing a lot of like high mana value permanents. It is a very similar card to Pernicious Deed, which is a sweeper that's been on and off very good in Legacy. The differences are that I believe Deed can be activated at instant speed. Sylex, however, hits Planeswalkers, which Pernicious Deed doesn't, and Pernicious Deed, Sylex obviously also has that extra line of text. Maybe I should have main phased Awakening looking for Chalice, although they're really not going to Awakening here, it seems. Are they just going to cast a Grief? No, a Suspended Living End. I cannot tell you the last time I've seen a Suspended Living End. It has been so long. I'm gonna keep a Nahiri. I know this is a land that lets me cast Nahiri, but I'm drawing 4 cards. I'm really likely to find one. Famous last words, right? But I think Sylex is a pretty good fit here. Obviously, it's not, you know, everything. Doesn't need tap, hits lands. Oh yeah, that's true. Can't be done instant speed. Yeah, but Sylex, you know, stops fetch lands and hits planeswalkers. I think that's the extent of the differences, at least. Yeah, you know, this may be the first time I've seen a suspended living end since the release of Modern Horizons 2. I can't think of a time where I've seen it before. Obviously, maybe it's happened, right? If they have Turtle bounces Emrakul here, right? Emrakul has protection from colored spells. Turtle's not a spell. They can also Odawara it. So I think I'm going to plus the Nahiri here. Melissa's drop Turtle. Our opponent showed us Turtle game 1. They have Turtle. Alright, more EDH cards. I have so I don't know where this is from, but I was playing poker with some of my friends recently, and one of our friends didn't want to buy back in, but he had some cards, and so we let him buy back in with this and a few other cards and ended up winning it. F&M promo? Cool. Wait. Okay, for whatever reason it looked like they played both fetch lands in that same turn. Am I crazy? I wonder if I'm supposed to get the other Emrakul here. Probably not. Maybe, though. Have you given any thoughts of Black-Red Midrange and Pioneer? I don't think that there's like a good reason to be black-green, to be honest. Unfortunately. I might end up hardcasting the Emrakul. I don't think we're supposed to be putting it back just yet when the loyalty in Nahiri is so low. I currently have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana, 11 in hand. Get Golos activate. That's maybe a better line, yeah. I could definitely see that. Okay, so it goes down to 1. Goes down to 1. Oh, it goes down to 0 with the pumped Violent Outburst. Okay. Well, it seems there's only 9 cards left after the reveal. Maybe they have the other living end in their hand. Let's go ahead and wildfire the Cataracts here to ramp. And love to draw Golos. We'll play Flagstones. We're actually very close to Emrakul now. I think we need 1 land. We'll do a count. 9. Yeah, we need 1 land. No. Yeah, no. Well, exactly. We have 14. We have 14. Okay, then they concede. We also have plenty of Golos spins there. Okay, you remember when I didn't play my land on turn 1? I didn't play my land on turn 1. You guys were so upset. I was simply inflicting maximum psychic damage for game 3. Simply inflicting maximum psychic damage here. I mean, kind of hard to mulligan. 7 lands, hand with Chalice. Keep. Oh yeah, and it was a Moldify. Yeah, Moldify, skip your first turn. Kind of rude. Yeah, kind of rude for my opponent to not skip their first turn, but I guess that's just what living into players are like, huh? That's just what living into players are like. Fun league so far. No. I take it back. Living in players are cool. Based and cool even. Never mind. I take it back again. No, you're cool. Damn it. So if I discard Golos to Nahiri, they get to Foundation Breaker the Golos, which is kind of a bummer. But I've got the trigger. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to still discard it here. I mean, if they Violent Outburst in response, then I just, like, don't discard the Golos. Yeah, I'll just discard the Vantage, and then Golos is a 3/5. The Riverwinder's a big problem still, I guess. What? They didn't cast Living End. They didn't cast Living End. What the hell? I was like... I had my finger over the trigger, ready. And my opponent hits me with the whoops. They hit me with the whoops. They discarded Nahiri. Is their last card another Cascade spell? 100%, right? This is better for them! What the hell? Oh, man. This is better for them. I think this is better for them. I guess I get another Nahiri activation. But now I don't have my Golos. What the hell? How did this... What happened? Sylex is pretty nice. I do need to draw a land to kill the Riverwinder. Presumably Nahiri soaks up 8 damage here, though. Maybe I'm Wall of Omensing just for a turn to try to buy time. Maybe I just draw the land. It's a tap land. Yeah, I think I can just go Wall of Omens, take 7 down to 9, set up for this. Interesting draw. Don't think it changes anything. This has been like one of the swingiest games I've ever played. Okay, this is a sorcery. So if they have a violent outburst, good for them. Good for them. I have two creatures in my yard at least. Might not be dead. Okay, they don't have it. That was probably dead, right? Although now I shouldn't be with Solitude plus Ephemerate up. Maybe better to hold this to loot away. Maybe better to play it because of Promised End of my deck. Promised End. Yeah, that gives me exactly Promised End mana. I'd love for my opponent to just play a creature. But if they won't, I will. So I think I'll hold this one because I can cast Promised End. This is going to be a second Suspended Living End. Dude, my opponent is the only player, the only player, Living End player with Suspend Living End in their range. I think I can cast the Solitude and just put them on 2-turn clock, though. Them suspending Living End means there's a good chance they just have both of them in their hand. Oh, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I guess I should hold up Ephemerate, though. Scare them by making black mana. Yeah, Crumbling Vestige is a Golos target, so you can go Golos plus Ephemerate Golos, which doesn't come up like all the time, but I think Vestige just doesn't have like enough of a downside to not play it. Okay, so hold on, I haven't like accelerated them into yeah. I was thinking that they would just be able to like I was worried I was just going to accelerate them into their Living End, but they still need an extra turn. I think I'm going to put them to 2. I think that's like better. I don't think this extra mana is going to matter that much. Although notably, if we win if we don't cast the Emrakul here. Cycles Curator. Cycles Riverwinder. Force of Vigor. There's no targets for Force of Vigor, right? It's not up to... Oh, you can. It is up to... You could just cast Force of Vigor. What the hell? Why is it up to 2? Literally, why is it up to 2? You can't pitch Force of Negation because it's your own turn, but, like... Why? To make it worse against Emrakul? So you can hit 1? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. That makes sense for the templating, huh? Ooh, open to Liliana the Veil. These are so expensive right now. And it's like a nice one, too. Yeah, I got up to 2 is, I guess, cleaner. Okay, so we are 4-1, that league.